Let me get you on the mic. How's that? Is that better? Oh, good to be here. Pleasure's all yours, I'm sure. Yeah, see me up here. So I'm Jennifer. I'm the host and MC. So not only will you see me now, you will see me come on and off a few times. Pleasure's yours, I'm sure. Yeah, so I'm just going to start it off with a little bit of advice since we are in the South and in Canton. A lot of Waffle Houses around here. Am I right? Am I right? So I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. You find yourself in a Waffle House and you're in a hurry, don't ask the waitress how she's doing. Oh, because she's going to tell you how she's doing. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, yeah, hey, how you doing? How you doing? How am I doing? How am I doing? Okay, we just hired this new girl, Tanqueray. Yeah, she thinks she is cream of the crop. Yeah, she should have been here about 45 minutes ago, but no, Tanqueray just comes and goes whenever she pleases, okay? Not to mention, I got to get home, okay? And then, how am I doing? And then we got Buford. Yeah, our grill cook. Yeah, he's been throwing up all over himself and the grill. How am I doing? How am I doing? Not to mention, I got this VC vein in my right leg's about to pop. I ain't in no ER room. Go and scoot over. I'm going to just pop the swap right here. How am I doing? Yeah, how am I doing? Not to mention, I got a family at Fort Home with lice. Yeah, they need treatment. How am I doing? Did I hear y'all mention y'all was going up to the mall? Yeah, listen, if y'all don't mind, no problem. If y'all could just give me a ride home, I am right on the way. Would you? You don't mind? Oh, bless you. I'm going to go get the dogs. I'll be right back. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, it is good to be here. I actually was living in Canton. We actually were living up here for about 4 months. And we recently just bought a house again in Woodstock, but it's been a process. We have been looking for a house for about 6 months now. And it's crazy. I don't know if anyone's around here has been looking for a house, you're about to sell or buy, but it is just, it's a lot of work and it takes a lot out of you. And I've noticed, we watched a lot of HGTV in the last several months, trying to just get an idea what the market's like. And, the shows are all the same. I don't know if you see like the Property Brothers or the Fixer Upper shows, or where they come in and they do all these renovations. But it's always the same, like every episode, where they have to bring the couple in after they started the renovation, the scene. And the couple's like, hey, we're so excited. And they're like, oh, yeah, we've got some bad news. When we were ripping out the walls, we noticed that your electrical just was great. We're just surprised the house hasn't burned down thus far. But it's going to cost you, and we're going to have to go over budget. And they're always like, what? No, again. And they're all like always freaking out. I'm like, really? Really? Do you not watch these shows? Don't let them in the wall. So it's like the same with like the Bachelor show, the girl, she's always driving away in the limo, she's like, Amy, Brad and I, we have such a connection. And I know we only knew each other for like 37 hours. And we were like, sorry. Watch the shows before you go on them. That's my advice to you. And it's funny, like watching HGTV, some of the shows where it's like Hawaii Life, where they take them to these different places and they're looking for real estate on these different islands. But some of these women, they get like so entitled. And like, the woman, she's always on there. She's so like, she walks in and she's like, excuse me, I think I asked for an open floor plan. This is really boxy. I mean, I can't do these doorways. They're so tight. And I'm sorry, is the master not on the menu? Okay, because I'm about to walk. Okay, is this the kitchen over here? Excuse me, those countertops, they're not granite. Please, now you're going to tell me me that the ensuite doesn't have a double vanity? And now we're walking in. Like, really? Like, it's sad. It's crazy. It's like, how can we get so entitled? But it's been crazy. I'm glad our journey's over and we actually found a house in a really decent subdivision. But I've noticed, like, some of these subdivision names, you notice some of them out there, they're, like, super prestigious. You know, like Avondale Estates, like Brookshire Lane, you know, Hampton Court. You never hear, like, any, like, redneck subdivisions like, yeah, y'all coming in town next week? Oh, yeah, we live right off the connector at the Piggly Wiggly Estates. Yeah, that's where we reside. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're right on the corner of domestic disturbance. Come on in. Oh, it's funny, but it's true. So, you know, being from the South, everyone, like, has Bible names for their kids. You notice this? You know, and it's funny. It's like, oh, you want to meet the family? Well, y'all come on. Let you meet the kids. This is David right here. He's our mighty man, isn't he? Just like David in the Bible. We got little Peter over here. He's a rock. Little rock. Yeah, and then we've got Mary. Look at her. She's our pride and joy. Just like Jesus' mama. She is so obedient. I love her. But you know, you just can't like pull any name out of the Bible and say you gave your kid a biblical name. You know, it's like, could you imagine that one? Oh, you want to meet the kids? Okay, let me see where they go off to. Let me see. Oh, hey, Judas! Judas, get out of Mama's purse! He's always helping himself. And then we've got the other one running around here. Cain! Stop choking, Judas! I swear every time. And then we've got our little pride and joy. She's running around here somewhere. Jezebel! Oh, sweetie, there you are. She's always sneaking up on me like that. Look at you, sweetie. You putting on Mama's makeup again. Go run along. She's been making death threats to Pastor. We're scared. Okay. Not really. Yes, we are. Thank you. You can reading the Bible, you know, being in church a lot, you know, sometimes you read back in like the old Bible times when it was like Noah's time and people were living to like 400, 600, 800, 900 years old. It's hard to fathom how time was to them back then, you know, because we're like, what, 120 is the top lifespan and no one really makes it to that. So I always think like, how do you measure time when you live that long? You know, can you imagine people back then? They'd be like, yeah, listen, I hate to open up about this with you and all, but when I was like 202, my parents died, so I kind of grew up without parents. It's tough. It's real tough. Like, you imagine like a girl talking to her parents, Mom, Dad, when I'm 118, I'm so out of here. Out of here. Can you imagine like someone's birthday party? They're like, Margaret, Margaret, you are gorgeous, darling. And let's all raise a toast to Margaret tonight. And Margaret, believe me when I say this, you do not look a day over 300. Gorgeous, darling, gorgeous. Could you imagine like someone having a midlife crisis back then, you know, like a wife talking to her husband, she's like, listen, honey, you know, last week when you went into town with that, with your cloak and all, with the gray one, and you came back with that bright red cloak, she didn't say nothing then, you know, I was letting you work it out, like, okay, you want some little attention, you know, that's, work it out, but, you know, then a few days after that, you went in with the donkey and you traded him for a stallion. Okay, I was like, okay, he wants a little more power under the belt. I get you. But I'm going to draw a line when it comes to that boat you got in the front yard. Yeah, that ark. Yeah, I can't see my hydrangeas no more, sweetie. I can't look out my kitchen window and see my hydrangeas. It's got to go. Got to go. this up, but listen, I will do one more character for you. You ever have those conversations with people, and all of a sudden you're like, who am I having a conversation with here? Is this Satan? And they're like these women that have been smoking for like 50 years. I'm from Florida, so they're everywhere. I'll do one of those ladies for you to close this. Here you go. There you go. Thank you. Bless your heart. Thank you for coming. Let me turn my back so it'll add some magic. Touch the hair. There we go. There we go. This is like my old landlady Blanche. This is Blanche.
Jennifer. Jennifer, come here, precious. Look at you. Skin like a baby's bottom. Gorgeous. I used to have skin like that too. Listen, do me a favor. Can you do me a quick favor? Listen, get up to QT. Give me back Ultra Light Smith 1000. I'm trying to cut down